good day or good evening, depending on what time it is for you when you watch this. How you doing, guys? This is Mr. Talk 718, and this is a call to action. Okay, every single day I wake up and there's another child being killed, but not by the police. Let's not put all the blame on police. Okay, I'm here to fight that fight. I'm with it. Let's get every single officer that's crooked, corrupt, and foul held accountable. But there's a time and a place for that. Right now, we're losing babies at a remarkable rate. It's not fair. We got these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful babies out here. They're unable to actually get a chance to live because foolishness that's going on in our own community. These babies are being murdered, and all they're doing is sitting in the vehicle, or they're playing outside, or they're just relaxing in their own home with their parents or with their grandparents or guardians or whoever, and they're being massacred. And we sit and we talk about how we really want to hold police accountable. But the people that need to be held accountable is us. I understand everybody wants to support something. We all want to feel like we're a part of something. But if we're a part of something that's only a part of something and not something else, then we're really a part of nothing. So in that case, I'm not going to beat up on Black Lives Matter. I'm not going to do that. But I'd rather a Black Panther party. Why I say this? I say this because when you think about the Black Lives Matter movement, right? They're out there, they're doing their damnedest to fight systematic racism, systematic justice system, or injustice system. They're out there fighting a good fight. But my problem is it's not about just fighting the good fight when the good fight is about just one thing. That fight, that's not a fight that I'm concerned solely about. I'm not. And most people aren't either. When you have babies being massacred and slaughtered just for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I have in my backdrop, I have pictures of young people who was murdered for whatever reason they were murdered for. I have a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 1-year-old. Look at that 1-year-old baby, Sincere Gaston. He almost was 2. Devon McNeil. The little lady right here, Miss Nunez. Let's see. Anaya, 8 years old. 8 years old, 9 years old. Then you got Kennedy Powell, Caden Johnson, Christina Curry, Jason Johnson, Chanija Keys, Maisha Cannon, Santonio Cox, Janae Thompson, Jason Eberhardt, Xavier Usanga, Darrell Williams, and Eddie Hill IV. Say their names. Say their names. Don't their names also matter? Black Lives Matter. This is to you. Ben Crump, this is to you. Reverend Al Sharpton, this is to you. Jesse Jackson, this is to you. To all the freedom fighters out there, this is to y'all. I understand that through it all, we are living in a concentration of poverty. But do we allow poverty? Do we allow what's going on in our communities to allow us to turn a blind eye when our babies are dying? Why are we allowing our babies to die? Why aren't there people out there protesting that as well? Black Lives Matter, we do matter. But there should be some equality. It should be equal notoriety to the black people and the Hispanics and the brown and the Asian. And there needs to be more accountability to the people in the neighborhood as well. I have a problem with the no snitch rule. And I'm going to tell you what that problem is. If a baby is killed because he's simply sitting in the car with his parent and that baby dies, gets shot, get hurt, injured, that shit is out the fucking window. That is out the window. Our babies are dying daily. Daily. Multiple times a day. But there is no one out there fighting for these babies. When will enough be enough? When will we have these leaders that's making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars? They have the platform to talk about the things that's going on in our neighborhoods that's affecting our futures. But they're not saying anything about it. They're so worried about police killing our people, grown people, young people, and in between. But what about our people that's killing us? When I think about this, I think about the fact that we should be teaching each other, because I clearly remember the generation when crack was the real epidemic after they put these drugs in our communities and then arrested and locked up all the men so that the women can raise the babies and give this false sense of independence. I don't need no man. Yes, you need a man. Yes, you need a woman. Yes, you need to be raising your children. I wasn't the greatest parent in the world, but I've learned year in and year out how to be a better parent. Do I want to see other people lose their children to unnecessary violence? And like I said in an old video, there is no such thing as black on black violence. There's only violence. So do I feel that it's right that our children are being killed due to unnecessary violence? That shit is fucked up. And I don't understand the YouTube algorithm. I don't know if I can curse. I don't know. But if they strike this down, so be it. This message is a call to action. The first thing I saw this morning, no lie, no cap. You think I'm bullshitting. It was a story about a toddler that was 3 years old. A few days earlier, the first thing I saw when I was watching, looking to check my emails and doing what I had to do, was about a young boy that was 7 shot dead while riding in his car. In his car, even though his mom or his dad owned the car, it was still his car. He was minding his business. And that happened in North Carolina. When will enough be enough, people? When will it be enough? Can we not learn from the past? Now, I started to say something, but I got caught up in my feelings. When I was young, crack was the big thing, right? And everybody was drug dealing, selling drugs, and getting rich off of it. But the next generation was doing the same thing. But we had those older people giving us the information like, yo, this is how you do things, and this is how you work things, and this is how things are being handled in order for you to live longer. If you have a beef, you handle that beef. Leave the kids and the women out of it. Today, there is no chill. They don't give a damn anymore. These babies did not deserve to be killed the way that they were killed. Children shouldn't die before their parents. Here you got children who barely lived. Shit, they didn't live at all. How can you say a 1-year-old to 12 or 13 years old actually lived? They haven't. I'm telling you, man, this shit is ridiculous. I have a problem with all of this, man. I have a problem with it. Why are we allowing people to kill our babies? We shouldn't. Why are we allowing the things that is not important to us, like the no snitch rule, allow us to save other people's lives by getting the dirtiest of the dirty people off the streets? Now, I understand that you might not agree with how I think, but come on, guys. It's our babies. Who's going to care about our babies like we care about our babies? When you find out some information, it's our job. It's important to let the law know. I mean, come on. These are future doctors, lawyers, rappers, singers, basketball players. I mean, whatever. They could be whatever they want, but they got cut down short early because we were too damn selfish in our so-called street code. The street code don't exist when you're killing babies. Nah. Is it clean? Harris was fatally shot in North Carolina on Wednesday. So now this is from April the 22nd. It's now April the 27th. Let me show y'all a really beautiful, lovely picture. This little kid's smile is, I mean, like, how can you? Let me show you this young man's smile. Let me show you his smile, so y'all can see how serious what I'm talking about. If I can do it, because I'm using hold on. They won't let me do it. Let me figure this out. I'm going to share this young man's picture because he's a handsome young man who, since being killed, will never be able to be that bright smile. Boy's smile is contagious. All right? Let me do it this way. Oh, man. Shit is sad, man. It's so sad. I'm gonna show y'all how wonderful this little boy's smile was. He was gonna be somebody, and now he's just a memory, and that's not right. Sad. We kill our own fucking people for what? For what? I'm just I don't understand what I don't understand why why are we doing this, man? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Sad. This little boy didn't deserve that. Look at this little boy smile. Look at this. Look at that. Y'all tell me that's not a smile to die for. Little guy. Just imagine if you're out there and you're doing wickedness and this was you. Do you not understand how severe this is when we kill our own children? Why? For what? A little fucking gang beef or money beef or drugs or I mean, did he really deserve to lose his life? He didn't deserve to lose his life. And I would smack you if you told me that is a part of the game or shit happens. That could be your son or your daughter. But yet we got these people out here making millions of dollars, and they're not out here trying to help bring these little young people to justice because they're so caught up in making a fucking dollar. There's a guy that I don't agree with on everything, but it's cool that he brought this to people's attention because it's not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time that young people are being killed for no reason, and it's not going to be noticed by the mainstream media. It's not going to be noticed by the high end, high price attorneys. It's not going to be noticed by the movements and the organizations that's out there that's claiming to be for equality for all black people. Let me read something. Oh, I can't even read it because if I do, you know what? I'm going to do it. If y'all hear some buzzing in the background, don't mind it. Just turned my Wi-Fi connection on because I didn't want to get any interruptions while doing this video. But we have, and I'm going to go at Black Lives Matter. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a black equality movement. This is a BEM, Black Equality Movement. And I should have never strayed away from my organization in a sense where I don't use it in my videos. If you go to my earlier videos or you look at my page, you see the colors. You see BEM, Black Equality Movement. But for the BLM, Black Lives Matter, we know, I understand Black Lives Matter, but we've been mattering. Now it's time for the equality because, see, black lives being mattered about is just the fucking floor. It's time for equality, but we have to do some internal cleaning. And that's a fact. Nobody can't tell me that we ain't got shit to get out of to get out of our closets. It's time to get these skeletons out, get rid of them. If it's not good for us, it's detrimental to our health. Right? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm going to read the fourth point on Black Lives Matter page. And again, I'm for the grassroots organizations. I'm for the power to the people, but I'm for it to be done all the way around. If I'm spending my money, if I'm donating to your organization, why isn't it that you're worried about what's going on in our communities? And it's not always by the police. It says, we affirm our humanity, our contribution to this society, and our resilience in the face of deadly oppression. The call for Black Lives to Matter is a rally cry for all Black lives striving for liberation. Well, we need to liberate ourselves from the bullshit and the tyranny in our neighborhoods. And it's not all Black neighborhoods, because I come from a neighborhood that was pretty decent, but we had the same bullshit, but it's how you move along, right? And then I lived in certain neighborhoods in Brooklyn, New York, where it was like, yo, people are getting shot every single day in front of you, behind you, on the left and the right side of you. People are dropping like flies. But when it's our babies, it's not fair, because these babies didn't have anything to do with the bullshit that the parents or the friends or the associates did to the person who's out to get them. Let's liberate our neighborhoods from the scum. Makes sense, right? I know it do. Well, this clip here, this article from the Daily Mail is what prompted me today to actually make this video. Why? Because it was a 3-year-old child shot dead at his own birthday party. The baby was 2, he turned 3. He had a birthday party and he was gunned down. Somebody tell me this shit is not fucked up. What are we going to do? This is a call to action. Are we going to allow the people in our neighborhoods that's not doing right in our neighborhoods to keep on doing the shit that they're doing? It's bad enough we got to worry about being Black people walking down the street with the police with fucking targets on our backs, with knees on our throats, with chokeholds around our necks, because we simply trying to make a come up, because we ain't got the education, some of us, to find a job. But we might be former incarcerated people with felonies and class A misdemeanors, and we can't find a job that's going to be able to support our families. So we go out there and do what we got to do to put food on the table. We got to deal with that shit, and then we got to come in our own fucking homes and deal with our own selves as our enemy. We look at our own people and we are enemies to our damn selves. I don't care what you dress like, look like. I don't care if you're gay, straight, heterosexual. I don't care if you wear weaves or wear locks. I don't care about that. That shit is irrelevant. When we have to come together as a unit and we have to get the people that ain't doing right, we got to straighten them out and get them to think on the same path. Because there was a song back in the days called Self-Destruction. And that's some real shit. They said this back in the 90s. 1990, 91. Headed for self-destruction. And we are there. We're to the point where we're destroying ourselves from the inside out. You have insects that will put their larvae in other insects. And while the insect is alive, the larvae is eating the bug from the inside out. And when it gets out, the larvae is no longer a larvae. It's now a different bug. But you wouldn't know because the bug was still alive while the larvae was inside of it. As a group of people, as the nation of people, we need to stop destroying ourselves from the inside out. Doesn't it matter to you? Because I know it damn sure matters to me. This is a call to action. Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life is talking about fixing the problem and how we do that. Today's article, which was yesterday, April 26th, Toddler 3 shot dead in his own birthday party. Elijah LaFrance was killed on Saturday at a birthday party being held in Miami's Golden Glade neighborhood. A 21-year-old woman was also shot but expected to survive her injuries. She's 21 and this baby is 3 and he died on his birthday. The shooter fled the scene and police have appealed to the public for information. If you got information, put that information out there. Fuck the snitch code. We don't give a fuck about snitching when it comes to our babies. Lock the motherfucker up. You know who did it if you saw it. Tired of talking about the police all the time when we got our own little babies, innocent people minding their business being killed in our neighborhoods, man. Nobody gonna tell me I can't be angry about this. Or be more angry about the police killing black men and women, some in cold blood. That shit right there is fucked up, but this is fucked up too. Where are you at, leaders? Where are you at, lawyers? Where are you at, organizers and protesters? Does these children's lives not matter to you? I'm going to show you a picture of this little baby. Because you know what? I have the right to. It's online. It's in the mail. We want information. We want to know who did this to these little boys. I'm going to break it down to you. This is what happened. Elijah LaFrance was killed on Saturday night, according to Miami-Dade police, who said a 21-year-old woman had also been shot, but is expecting to survive her injuries. An altercation happened outside an Airbnb on Northeast 158th Street after 8 p.m. Remember that street, Northeast 158th Street after 8 p.m. If you know anything about Miami or that area, that county, please, if you was in the area, please, if you seen something, say something. We have to bring these cowards to justice or injustice, because they might just deserve injustice. After 8 p.m., police said shortly afterwards, shots were fired and the shooter fled the scene. Police were alerted to the shooting Saturday night by a system that detects and tracks and trace gunshots. We all seen those before. We know what they look like. When they arrived at the home, officers found a toddler suffering from a gunshot wound and took him to the hospital where he died, according to a news release from the Miami-Dade Police Department. Adrian Annister, LaFrance's uncle, told the news that his nephew couldn't even say mom and dad. They killed him. Oh, God, he is still on my mind. I was just playing with him, Adrian stated. I wish I could have taken his place because I lived long enough. He couldn't even say mom and dad who had been at the party. A neighbor told the news that they heard 20 or 30 shots and that one of the bullets struck his car. They have 3 years old. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna seeking homicide information. Sad fucking day. Okay, so guy's car got struck. He claimed his roommate saw the shooter, who they had described as male, but the roommate did not speak to the network. Police have not released any details about the suspected shooter and have appealed to the public for more information. Family told the news that the party on Saturday was held for Elijah and his little sister. Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava said in a tweet that we will do everything we can to bring this murder to justice. I say bring him to injustice. He don't deserve justice. Last night, a 3-year-old was shot and killed at a birthday party. There are no words to describe the immense loss and anger our community is feeling. We will do everything we can to bring the murderer to injustice, and we must stand together to demand an end to this cycle of tragedy, Cava wrote. Her tweet quoted an earlier post by Alfredo Freddy Ramirez III, the director of the Miami-Dade Police Department. I am at another shooting where a toddler has fallen victim to gun violence. My heart hurts. Parents should not have to bury their children. I said that earlier. We will not rest, and we will utilize every resource available to bring the murderer to justice. We can't do it alone. Community must step up. Like I said earlier, stop being cowards. Who gives a damn if they know that you told on them? Who cares? Who cares? Does it really even matter if they know? When they kill a baby, don't matter. Shouldn't matter. Because our babies is getting killed for no apparent reason. Shit is sad, man. This is a call to action, guys. This is a call to action. We need to let's continue our fight with the police. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with that. Let's continue our fight with the police. That's fine. But we have to also fight amongst ourselves, because if we don't, the bad people win. Look at this baby. Beautiful baby, man. He didn't deserve that. Elijah LaFranc, black male, 3 years old. He didn't deserve that. Come on. That could be any of our children. So now it's a problem when our children are dying. You think that is a problem when grown men are dying? But when our children are dying, we're dying both ends of the candle. It's both ends of the candle. Black Lives Matter, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, politicians, lawyers, doctors, anybody that's sitting here and they're claiming to be a part of a Black Lives movement, a Black Lives movement. Remember, Black lives are on both sides of the fence. We're losing babies. We're losing adults. We're losing boys. We're losing girls. Come on, y'all. Let's get this together, man. Let's do this right. Let's not just worry about the black lives that's being murdered by the police. Let's talk about the black lives that's also being murdered by our own hands. Don't you love yourself, black people? Don't you care about our future, black people? Let's stop protesting one thing and protest it all. Let's do it all. Let's do it all. Let's do it for our babies. What's a father without a child? Just a man. What's a woman, a mother, without her children? Just another woman, right? What's a child without their parents? A child, an orphan. So let's not get this twisted and think that it's only about police killing. Because right now, the Miami-Dade Police Department, with all hope and prayers, is out there trying to do the right thing by trying to help find the killers of this little child. That's their job, but it's also our jobs to protect them as well. And protecting them means when we see something, we need to say something. We'll eventually get rid of all the crooked police, but we'll never get these babies back. We'll never get these babies back. You'll never see that glimmer of hope in their eye when they're playing a sport, or they're trying to read, or they're trying to speak a different language, or they're trying to show you something. You'll never see that glimmer of light ever again. ever again. Let's make Black Lives Matter from the top and from the bottom. Let's burn the candle on both ends. Let's hold our people accountable for the bullshit as well. It's not that hard. When somebody is doing something in your neighborhood that you don't like, you kick them out. Because they're bringing more harm to you than bringing protection. They're not protecting you when our babies are dying. Elijah, little man, I just want to say, may you rest in peace. May the Most High allow you to be the cherubim over your parents, giving them luck, giving them strength to fight the good fight for another family. Is that clean? Or is it Kaylin? Is it Kaylin? May you rest with the ancestors. May you understand that you were taken too early, but the Most High wanted you first, wanted you first, wanted you first. The Most High didn't want to put you through the problems that we all have left on this planet Earth. Be a guide for your parents. Be an anchor when they feel like they're about to drift away. Be that anchor for them. And I'm praying because it makes you feel better. It makes us feel better. But we need to do more than just prayer. We need to take real action. This is a call to action. This is your brother, Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life. Guys, I understand that this is sad, tragic, and definitely not the right thing. But I will say, let's not let this continue. Let's get out there and let's do our jobs by protecting our neighborhoods. Let's get our own patrol. Let's not be a Black Lives Matter. Let's be a Black Panther type of movement. Let's get our rifles. Let's get our machine guns. Let's patrol our blocks. Let's patrol our streets. Let's not let these criminals think that they own where we rest our heads at, because that's what's happened. They feel that they own where we rest at. We have to learn how to use these weapons. We have to learn how to be defensive weapon users or gun carriers. It's not always just about the police killing Black people. We have to hold ourselves accountable for the Black people that's out here killing Black people. Again, I love you guys. If you got this far, please subscribe, like, comment, and press the golden bell notification so that you can see when my newest content comes out. Anyway, this is your guy. This is your brother, Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life TV, a call to action.